Welcome back to Barn Songs. Tonight I've got Paul Mastin.
Hello.
How you doing, buddy?
Just hanging, man.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Welcome. You're, I think I want to say my third pandemic performance.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I've literally had a couple people that were too afraid to even venture to the barn.
Man, I went to get a haircut today, and I went to Great Clips, and there's a sign out front that said, please wait here. I'm like, well, that seems good.
Yeah.
And then there's another sign stuck on the window, and it said, face mask required. And the lady came out, she's like, hey, you get your name on the list. And I said, oh, that's all right. She's like, what's wrong? I'm like, listen, you got to do what you got to do, but I'm not really into wearing face masks, getting my hair cut. I'll just wait. I'll wait. I don't care. And she looked at me like I was the biggest asshole. And I wasn't like waving my American flag going, this is bullshit. I wasn't doing that, but she wasn't feeling me for a minute.
Yeah.
So I didn't get my hair cut today.
It looks fine.
It'll be okay, right?
I think it looks fine.
Oh, thanks, man.
You'll be alright. Yeah. The face mask, it's a weird thing. I get it. I'm flying in a week.
Where?
Virginia.
That's a pretty long flight.
My parents retired to rural Virginia. They're about an hour southeast of Roanoke. I've never been.
You're gonna take an airplane there?
And yeah, we're flying out. Yeah. So I don't know if mask is required. We have them, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna wear that thing.
Yeah, man. I mean, if all these businesses, they have to do what they have to do, and you can't fault them for it.
No, not at all.
But I don't need a haircut. If you gotta get on an airplane and they're gonna say, hey, dude, you gotta wear this.
Yeah.
Well, you need to get on the airplane or drive, but you choose to get on the airplane. Wear the mask.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes. I'm not thrilled about it.
But there's no way in hell you're gonna wear a face mask for like 4 hours in the air. I mean,
No.
That's insane.
And I'm just thinking that I'm going to get off with like a red rash or something, you know what I mean? Even if you know what I'm saying?
And then you have a symptom, and then you're even more screwed. You can't leave the airport.
Yeah, then I can't go back.
Now you're like Tom Hanks living in the airport.
Yeah, exactly. So what are you going to play tonight?
Probably going to play an original that I just finished with the coaxing of a couple friends.
Okay.
Laura Hamlin.
Okay.
And Josh Williams.
Yeah, Josh has been
and
here.
Jim Bachman. They've been up my ass pretty hard. Josh went on a writing spree. Jim was writing a whole bunch.
Because of this? The pandemic?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And Laura's always doing something. And I sent Jim 5 or 6 like half-baked songs. In my opinion, this song's still half-baked, but it's a song.
Okay. What's it called?
I don't have a name for it yet. Maybe you can name it for me. So the whole premise was, I work, right? I had the same job for like 24 years, and some days on the freeway it gets pretty gnarly, man. Sitting in traffic.
Sure.
And you're looking at these people, and some of these guys and gals, they don't look all that thrilled about it. And once or twice every 4 or 5 years, there'll be a jumper.
Yeah.
And traffic's even more screwed up. And then then you get off ramps. You got these guys holding the signs, and some of them have stories. Some of these these 19-year-old tweakers, I don't know, not so much, but some of these guys have stories. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sure.
So it's one of those things, right? I sit in traffic now, and I kind of try to figure out what's doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wrote a song about someone in traffic, the guy holding the sign, and the guy threatening to jump, and where the three of them at that exact moment on the freeway at that overpass.
How they get to that point.
Yeah. So I don't have a name for it yet, but
we can't call it jumper, right? No. Third eye glass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's called Jumper.
Yeah.
But it's got like 3 P's in it, so it's fine.
So let me ask you, said you've only been playing a few years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I went to my grandpa's funeral and sat around and watched all these people jam for like hours.
Was he a musician?
No, but all my mom's passed, but all my mom's family, they all are. I mean, to one degree or another, they all are.
Yeah.
And so you have this all-day family deal. And, we're sitting on this deck looking out on just acres in Southern Oregon. It's beautiful, and everybody's just playing.
Yeah.
And it's just what they do.
Yeah.
And I came back, and I was like, man, I want to do that. I'm the kid that always had a guitar with no strings on it. Just I thought you should have a guitar.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I came back, I'm like, I want to learn how to play the guitar.
Yeah.
And I'm a grown man at this point, and I just started screwing around with it. And I've always been into music, local music, live music, really big into like the whole, whatever you want to call it, the Texas, Americana, Red Dirt, whatever the hell you're going to call that music.
Yeah.
And with that, you kind of find people in town and around and run into people at shows. And one particular guy, he's actually in government-induced timeout right now. His name is Jeremy Graham. And I love the guy. Friend of a friend, blah, blah, blah. Played a birthday party.
Yeah.
He had a band called Sour Diesel Trainwreck that had quite a bit of traction here for a while.
I don't know what I was just watching, not to interrupt. I was just watching something or reading, and you know how you'll try and pick lyrics or things out of stuff, it's like a cool line here. Someone said Sour Diesel, and I thought, I should use that for something.
Yeah.
I have it, but...
Well, it's a strain of weed, from what I understand.
I Googled it, and then I was like, not as much my thing, but yeah, it sounds cool.
He would play, and I'd come see him play, whether it was his band or he's just doing solo gigs during the week or whatever. And he like one day, because he's been to my house and he knew I could like play a couple chords, and one day he's like, hey man, next Thursday, he's like, you're doing this with me.
Yeah.
Like you're on the bill. You talk to them, like it's a thing.
Right in the deep end.
And I said, shit, man, so for a week, I just, I thought I had all these songs till you get up there and you realize, like, you don't.
It's a different thing.
Yeah.
It's a different thing.
So we're song swapping, and I run out of music, like, quick.
Yeah.
And I go reaching for, like, an iPad.
Yeah.
I was going to put it right there. And he's like, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, Mom, I'm going to look at an iPad. And he goes, listen, everyone's got their own opinion on that. He goes, here's mine. If you don't have enough respect for the people listening to you to know what about it is you're going to play, he's like, get off the fucking stage. He's like, a cheat sheet piece of paper is one thing, but a goddamn computer fucking, he's like...
and they make the stand for it.
Yeah. So I didn't have that part, but I had like, I played my 4 songs.
Yeah.
We are a cool 25 minutes into the first hour of a 4-hour thing or whatever, And he's like, just get the fuck off stage, dude, right? Anyways, so we're done. I didn't go anywhere, and he's like, hey man, that was fucking cool. I'm like, yeah. He's like, dude, you played 4 fucking songs. He's like, let's build on that.
Yeah.
And he just kind of just helped me build on that. And like my thing is just playing songs that I love.
Sure.
Because I don't hear them on the radio. I don't hear any of these things. Like I could sit and just play you Jason Eady tunes or Adam Hood tunes or Chris Knight tunes or Todd Snyder tunes. I can do that all day long, and I love it. And to me, that's the release. Like, I'm the campfire guy, right?
Yeah.
But with that, in comes another group of acquaintances you meet through music.
Sure.
Laura and Jim and Josh, and they're riding my ass pretty hard. And they're like, dude, let's just just finish one.
Yeah.
Finish this one. Finish that one. Finish this one.
Yeah.
So the latest is the song I'm going to do now, unless I totally shit the bed, and then we're going to do a Adam Hood cover. But no, it's brand new. It doesn't have a name yet. You can name it if it's not Jumpers with 3 Ps.
Cool. Cool. It's funny. You reminded me. There's the show, Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee.
Oh, the Jerry
Seinfeld thing. Yeah. And there's an episode, and they're sitting somewhere getting coffee, and Jerry's talking about how it's much more lucrative to be the guy that makes the guitars because there's a million kids, or even like men that buy them and they just end up sitting in. He's like, the much smarter play is to be a luthier than ever to try and be a songwriter.
Yeah. A guitar hanger manufacturer is probably making more than the guys writing tabs.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. Make picks and you'll be fine.
Yeah, straight up.
But yeah, Well, I only got one more question.
What's that?
I always like to put people on the spot and kind of ask them this band versus this band, this
Go.
artist versus this artist. I assume you're a Guy Clark fan?
Big time.
Okay. I assume you're a Terry Allen fan?
Yes. Guy Clark.
That was quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Although.
Terry Allen.
Yeah. I spoke. No. I still stand to that.
You want to rationalize it or justify it? I like them both.
Yeah, for sure.
There's something quirky about Terry Allen that I just...
Well, no, for sure, and he
even just driving with piano, it's different.
But he is just as much recognition for songwriting than anything else.
Yeah.
But man, Guy Clark, I mean that's kind of like, as far as I told you, I'm really into this whole Texas thing,
sure.
right?
Yeah, of course.
Without Guy Clark, there probably wouldn't be a Townes Van Zandt. There wouldn't be a Jerry Jeff Walker. I mean, it wouldn't be a Todd Snyder. It wouldn't be a Cody Canada.
Yeah.
I think Guy Clark probably for me. I mean, you call him the grandpa or great grandpa, but he kind of is responsible for the shit that I listen to today.
Yeah, well, right. So if you don't get to Townes Van Zandt, you don't get to Steve Earle, and whoever else.
Right. Yeah. So, Guy Clark.
All right. Cool. That was quick, but
yeah.
I like somebody that knows what they like.
Eastbound freeway, work my 9 to 5. Got a leveraged house, I'm no longer getting by. Got my wife, my kids, they're unaware. If I kept on driving, would they care? But here I am, the shell of a man. Give all I can. Still wasn't enough for you to give a damn. Sitting up on the overpass, watching the cars go by. Wonder where they go with their perfect little lives. Got no wife, no kids, never known for love. Y'all know my name, once I jumped, but here I am, the shell of a man. Give all I can. Still wasn't enough you to give a damn. Eastbound off ramp, came to spare a buck. You can tell that I'm just about out of luck. Lost my leg, my faith, Afghanistan. Wife and kids, arm in hand. But here I am, the shell of a man. Give all I can. Still wasn't enough you to give a damn.